Hello students. So I am going to explain decomposition reaction. I am going to explain decomposition reaction today. So let's connect with this and try to learn the all reaction provided here. Try to learn all the reactions provided here. Decomposition means, first learn the word. Decomposition means whenever the substance break down into simpler substance. Decomposition stands for breakdown. So whenever the substance break down into simpler one, it is said to be a decomposition. Decomposition can be brought by providing heat, electricity, light and some more methods. So here in your syllabus we are only explaining decomposition by heat, decomposition by electricity, decomposition by light. So try to learn first decomposition on your syllabus divided into three categories. The first one is thermal, which means the involvement of heat. The second one is electricity. Stand when we supply electricity through the reaction, it may break also. And the third one is light, means the decomposition can be brought by three different methods. By providing heat energy, the substance may break down into simpler one. By providing electricity, the substance may break down into simpler one. And by providing light, many other substances known can be break down into simpler one. We will go through the first one, the thermal decomposition. We always have many more examples in our daily life that will brought by thermal decomposition, just providing heat energy to the reactants. Most of the reaction in the laboratory are an example of thermal decomposition. Some rarer are electric decomposition called electrolytic, and very few are the example of light called photolytic decompositions. The examples of light decompositions are very specific because all the substance cannot break in the presence of light, because light provide a very small quantity of energy that is not able to break the bond of the particles of the atoms in the molecules. Electricity can be conducted by very few of the substances that have a free electrons in their solution, in their aqueous. So electricity means electrolytic decomposition is also a kind of specific decomposition. But thermal decomposition is normally very common because most of the substance get into simpler one by the mean of heat energy. Here we have some example. What you can see that the calcium carbonate, the formula of this chart also get simpler one by the mean of heat energy. You can see the calcium carbonate decompose into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide by just providing heat energy. These two are the simpler substance which will get by decomposition of calcium carbonate. This is a very common and simple example we have in your syllabus. Students, the second reaction is very important for your board point of view, which is a ferrous sulfate a solid ferrous sulfate. The calcium carbonate also was solid. Calcium oxide also was solid, and carbon dioxide was gas released during the reaction. Ferrous sulfate, which is a solid, a green color solid substance, may break down into ferric oxide and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. By the mean of heat energy, which can be symbolized by the sign delta, the ferrous sulfate break down easily into the simpler one by providing heat energy. The ferric oxide has reddish brown color, means the green solid turns reddish brown on heating, and we have colorless gas SO2 and SO3. The upward arrow indicating the release of gas during the process, during the reaction. Students, let's learn some more clear word, maybe a simpler word. When we took a green crystals, a green solid of ferrous sulfate in a test tube and brought that test tube by plucking a test tube holder over the flame of heat, the green crystals turns into reddish brown rapidly with the release of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, a pungent like smell. The meaning of pungent is a irritating gas, the irritating smell in nostrils and in throat. The both gases are pungent in smell and having no color. The colorless gases are there. So we can distinguish the gas, the release, due to the smell, the pungent smell. And the substance formed reddish brown, the previously was green, so we can get that the reaction is going on by providing a heat energy. Students, it is more clear that by providing heat energy, the amount of force, the strength of force that bind the atoms of this compound may overcome and get a new compound in the reaction that may have a new features, new color, new characteristics, new smell, new odor, new state. All these features decide the reaction was carried over. We have some more example that is in your syllabus. The two examples I have given here. Now the third example is the lead nitrate. See very clearly, the lead nitrate, a white color crystal on heating break down into a simpler substance called lead oxide, a yellow colored solid, nitrogen dioxide, a gas having brown color and pungent smell with release of oxygen gas also. Both the reactions are not balanced. You learned the balancing previously in my lecture, so you can balance the reaction. The FeSO4, by just putting 2 before FeSO4, the whole reaction get balanced. Same way, the lead nitrate can also be balanced by just using 2 and 4 before the NO2. I hope the reaction is balanced. See, over the reaction 2Fe, yes we have 2 sulfur, yes we have 4 to the 8 oxygen atom, 3 plus 2 5, 3 8 oxygens are balanced. The same way, the 2Pb balance the lead. The 2 2s are nitrogen, the 2 2s are 4. The number of nitrogen was clearly balanced. Now the number of oxygen 2, 4 2s are 8, 2 plus 2 10, plus 2 12, and we have 3 2s are 6, 2s are 12. Yes, reactions is balanced. This white crystal lead nitrate decompose into simpler one, which is a yellow precipitate, a yellow solid lead oxide and a brown vapor nitrogen dioxide accompanied with release of oxygen gas. So with the help of these three examples, you can understand the thermal decomposition is just a mean of breakdown of a substance into simpler one by providing heat energy from the outside. All these substances can be break down just putting in a boiling tube holding by holder and brought over the flame. They just rapidly get converted into their simpler form. This is a simple or generalized form of thermal decomposition. We'll explain electrolytic and photolytic in the next lecture. Before that, try to get some more examples of thermal decomposition so can understand the electrolytic and photolytic decomposition in a new class. Students, it is very important to learn the activity based on this reaction because that will ask in your CBSE examinations. So students, ready for that? I hope you all understand the today lecture based on thermal decomposition. We'll meet in a new lecture soon by providing electrolysis and photolysis decomposition. Okay, look over once, note it down, and thank you.